recording? We are recording. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good.
Tired,
Good
but
night.
good.
Melting?
Yes,
No.
it was very, very hot today.
Yeah.
It was hot outside, but crisp and cool inside.
Well,
Nothing a little AC can't fix.
yeah.
That's
Those
all I
people
see.
with AC and their AC, fancy
Yeah.
people.
My garage doesn't have AC, but I've had it open for like an hour, so it's not as bad.
Well,
You should put like a giant fan in there.
I had one, but it ended up inside.
okay.
Alright.
Well, this is the Couch Co-op Show. I'm Ian. I got Jarrod, Nick, Dave, and Aaron with me as always.
Hey,
What up?
There.
What?
What
And we are
What?
the beer podcast where we pick each week. We pick a beer, we drink that beer, we tell you what we think about that beer. You can find our podcast on all the podcast platforms. You can also find video versions on Spotify or on YouTube.com/MilkmanPictures. Today it's Jared's turn. Jarrod, what beer are we drinking?
We're doing
What?
Shock Top Belgian White.
I'm actually looking forward to this with the heat.
Yeah.
It should be
Right.
like a nice
Well-
pairing, hopefully.
Yeah, I've
Another
never
beer of the
had this
summer.
stuff, and I've always been super
You've
curious
never
about
had
it.
this.
So
That seems
I
crazy to me.
decided,
Did anyone pull up the Shock Top?
no, but they have
I've had it
shocktopbeer.com.
5.2%. It's a Belgian white, which means it's got wheat or oats in it, and usually some kind of
It's
spices.
unlike-
And I notice here it says citrus, peels, and coriander,
Yeah, it doesn't really
Oh,
have a
right.
very.
Coriander.
like a wheat beer.
It doesn't have a very strong coriander.
It,
All
No, I
it's
don't
own-
recall it being a
But
very
the
strong.
sunglasses on the label are reflective, so that's gotta.
Yeah, I
or
noticed
something.
that too. It's kind of cool if you hit the light just right.
Let's pop it.
Mhm.
I mean,
All right. It's a
Alrighty.
twisties, though.
So
Oh,
this
I'm
is
gonna pop it either way. It's more fun to pop
Yeah.
it than twist it, anyways.
But it's a
Let's
twist.
go popping.
Oh, I like twisting stuff.
oh, it's
I
got the
can't find
lovely
it.
little like mist on the top, you know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love that.
In the Belgian white arms race, basically Blue Moon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Blue Moon's a bit more popular.
I think
Yeah.
Blue Moon was out first as well, wasn't it? Because
Mhm.
I remember having that when I lived in
Yeah.
Baltimore.
I
And
think
this
that came out like
this
mid-90s.
came out a bit later, yeah. Belgian whites for some reason were quite popular for a while. I think
It
they're
has the
obviously
same
still
coloration
popular.
as a Belgian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks just
Not
like one
bad.
in a glass, no doubt.
That's nice.
It smells really good. I like that citrusy
Right.
smell.
I remember for a while they actually did a variety 12-pack of this stuff. They had like this, and then they had a lemon one, and then they had a grapefruit one for a little while, if I remember correctly. And then they had a winter edition.
Oh, that orange is pretty good. It's it doesn't hit in a weird way. It's like just kind of in the
That's
back end. It just kind of
Pretty
hits
well
the back
balanced,
of your tongue.
actually.
Yeah. I'm
Mhm.
digging this.
It's better than I remember it. I had
It's
it
got
before.
flavour and it's very approachable. It's not. There's nothing.
They definitely improved on the recipe because I remember the first time I had this, it was not good. Not good at all. I really preferred Blue Moon over this stuff when it first came out, or when I
Well,
first had it.
In previous conversations, Ian was talking about this being the lazy man's Belgian white, where they don't actually have to slice orange wedges
Correct.
Right.
because it comes with the orange
And for a
already
while
in it.
there,
So.
during the peak craze of that, what is they had? Henry's had a version that was a Belgian with
Yep.
orange in it.
The summer wheat.
Oh,
The summer wheat.
Huh.
It was really tasty.
So
I remember that one.
who brews Blue Moon then? Because this is Anheuser-Busch.
Blue Moon.
I think
Miller
it's,
Coors,
Ah,
Molson Coors.
This is their kind of answer
Mhm.
to that.
Yeah, it just took them 15
Yeah.
years to get to it.
Oh, so Shock Top is a 5.2% ABV Belgian style wheat ale introduced under the name Spring Heat Spiced Wheat, brewed in Fort Collins, Colorado, as a seasonal beer in 2006, then all year from 2007. The beer is brewed with wheat malt, 2-row barley, orange lemon, lime peel, coriander, and Cascade and Willamette hops. Entering as a Spring Heat Spiced Wheat, Shock Top Belgian won gold and bronze medals in the Belgian white category at the 2006-2007 Northern American Beer Awards, earning the reputation as America's beer, respectively. It competes directly with the Miller Coors brand Blue Moon.
This
Yep.
is delicious. I forget how much I enjoy
Mhm.
Blue Moon and Shock Top like a Belgian white. It's kind
Yeah,
of a
I had Blue Moon
weird
recently.
category.
Dude, Blue Moon was introduced in like fucking 1995, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
been around a
Christ,
minute.
that's a long fucking time.
Took a while for it to
Yeah.
get busy or like super popular though. I don't
Yeah, I
remember
remember it
it
becoming
getting huge until
popular
Coors started
I
pushing
think it
it.
was kind
like
of after
2000
it was
ish.
after
Yeah.
the half, the hef craze, because that hef
Yeah.
craze was a while.
Oh yeah, everything half came out. I remember that shit.
It's a pretty good beer. I mean, it's fine.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
I
like
agree with
easy
Ian.
going.
It's
They have a Shock Top Zest, which is a 3.1 cars,
that's
90%.
that's the lemon one, if I remember right.
Little light. No, it's a little light. 90 calories. Comes in a little can. I haven't seen it.
4%.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. Especially specialty places are really hard to find.
this is really.
But
Just
no,
go straight to the distributor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
It's really pleasant. It's just not something I could imagine myself reaching for a 6-pack of this.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of girly
If somebody
beers
has
or
it.
sweet beers. Like, I kind of prefer Belgian or Blue Moon in the sense that I don't have to add, if I don't want to have the citrus
Right.
sweetness. I feel like there's added sweetness with the orange for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
I think it's,
Maybe it's like an
the
art
added
of.
sugar.
I
I feel like I
gonna
add
say
sugar
maybe
to
it's
this.
like an artificial orange flavor, kind of like like you see the lemon juice at the store.
Right. Or like in Bud Light
I mean,
Lime or
I'm
something.
just
Yeah.
assuming. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I mean, maybe it's just like some artificial flavoring.
I mean, they might put
versus-
actual.
like-
I mean, it sounds like they put actual flavoring in it though. Like actual. I don't know.
Okay, then maybe like Aaron's right. They just throw some added sugar in there too.
It just seems a little
I
sweeter,
mean,
right? Or is that just
Maybe-
me?
Sometimes they do Belgian candy sugar, and it gives it a bit more sweetness. But
Yeah, this
Maybe
is definitely
just-
a little sweeter than I thought I remember it being. It was a little more of a bite to it when it first came out, when I first had it a long time ago. But this is yeah, it's a little sweet for
It's one of
me-
those
for,
beers you get for guys that don't really like beer.
Yeah.
But it's
mhm.
one of I mean, it's fine.
people that
I don't
don't
know how
really
we-
like beer, but they don't want a cocktail. I suppose actually the best description for this would be the kind of White Claw alcoholic seltzer kind of.
I'm actually surprised it
Babe.
survived for so long.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, so am
maybe-
I actually.
Because like the Winehards obviously didn't last, and I think there's been another one.
competitor.
But like
Yeah.
Blue Moon just
Yeah.
is always going to be around. Like the fact that they're still somehow, cannibalizing some kind of market space there from Blue Moon is surprising. And, especially when these type of beers aren't really that popular anymore, like they used to be.
No.
Yeah, it almost seems like it'd be cannibalizing from themselves with Anheuser-Busch's Who Garden.
Yep. Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to treat that as something different, but
Yeah, I mean you can't
'cause-
find the other stuff.
I mean
the
that
Hood Garden.
import's probably a little bit more expensive anyway. But
I looked on beer advocate at the style, the white beer, the wit beer, and yeah, I mean a lot of breweries actually brew one from time to time, but there's not really anyone. There's not really anyone other than these guys and Blue Moon that I've seen around consistently.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
they're definitely
like,
the big two.
Kona has like their kind of Wailua wheat. It's like a different fruit.
Yep.
And then
Right.
I had an awful one. I shared it on like
Well-
blueberry wheat. It was just like straight up craft beer hoppiness. Like oh my god. I thought it'd be like, oh, Bryn might like this, so I got it. And then I took a drink of it. It's like,
Right.
no, baby, you're not gonna like this. This is not.
who made it?
It's hard to do a good
Backyard
fruit beer.
or backwoods.
Yeah, backwoods.
Backwoods.
And
They had
it's
that.
like-
They had a. Yeah.
Like you only tasted the blueberry when you breathed in. Like you
Interesting.
kinda, like, drink it, and when you kind of breathe in, it kind of hints of blueberry, but like it's just like a hoppy ale. It's
Right.
just like what? Come on. Oh well. Anyway, that's not this beer. But Blue Moon is
Interesting.
5.4.
This is this beer.
So Blue Moon has a little 0.2 higher alcohol content, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh.
Must be all
Or
that
bang
added,
your book.
all that added bullshit they put in this beer dilutes it.
Shots
Right.
fired.
Shots fired.
It's,
It's a
it's
good
not
beer. I
bad,
think like after
though.
2, I'd be like done with it though. I'd want to move on.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like I was gonna say, it's a kind of a baby step beer if
Yeah.
you're trying to move away
Right.
from the macro lagers.
Well, putting coriander on the front of the bottle would make me think you'd be able to taste coriander, but
Yeah, you can
I kind
taste
of
it.
got some small hints of the odor of it, but I couldn't
Yeah.
taste any of the coriander.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I appreciate that it's not strong. Actually,
Yeah,
'cause
which I like the
Right.
flavor of coriander in a beer, so
I do
I was
not.
kind of looking forward to that, but I did not detect it.
I'm
Yeah.
about it. Honestly, this isn't bad though. I mean, if you're looking for something on a hot summer day, like today and yesterday, yeah, this would be
Yeah. You handed me a
a
nice
good.
cold one of these, I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
It's
you
very
guys.
pleasant. It's just
It's like
kind
you,
of like.
it's like you go to your friend's party and in the ice chest there's a shit ton of beers and it's like, oh, I'll have one of these, but I'm not gonna come back and get
Right.
another one. I'm gonna grab something else.
Right, you got hunting something else. Yeah,
I'm not going to go to the
exactly.
store over the other side of town to get this.
Right.
But if it's
No.
there, and yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, it's
I actually
you're
don't
not
actually
gonna
know
fish for
anybody who actually drinks this like on the regular.
No.
You know, I know someone who drinks
No.
Blue Moon on the regular. You know, I know, but I don't know
But-
anyone who drinks.
yeah. There was a time when
Right.
I like
Blue Moon has flavor though.
I
A lot more
drank.
flavor
I
to
would
it.
I would actively buy Blue Moon. You know, it's like
Yeah, same
one of
here.
the beers I like.
Like they also have a summer ale too. That was amazing too. They had a
Mhm.
summer, a winter, and those were really good. And they stopped doing it for a while, and I don't know why, but
They weren't making money. That's why.
for a little while they were. But then people got bored of it because there's so many other options out there for the winter and summer ales. Because
No, they got to make room for
Oregon
an
is-
IPA room. You know, we got to make space for more
Mhm.
IPAs. So like, take off
And-
the
and
extra Blue Moon.
seltzers.
Yeah, well,
Coffee beers and
It's a topic
there's
for
not
another
a lot
time.
of coffee beers out there, really, like on the
There's
shelf.
it popped up and disappeared quickly.
oh yeah, there was a coffee craze, and then it's as fast as it came
PBR
out.
coffee.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that
Anything
is-
else on here? No.
those don't move. But no, if you really want something for a nice hot day and you don't really want to feel drunk after having one or two, this would be the good one. But
Yeah, totally. I mean, if it's a beer that's there and you're curious, it's definitely worth trying. See if
Is
it's
there
your
gone?
jam.
really a Shock Top Brewing Company though?
No, not that I can
No.
tell. I can't tell where it's even.
Well, it says here,
I
though,
didn't
Shock
look
Top
at
Brewing
mine.
I mean, it's
Company,
in-
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, that sounds like
Well, kinda-
Anheuser-Busch
Yeah.
building two.
Well, I mean-
yeah, exactly.
I mean, Coors did the same
Honest-
thing with Blue Moon. They just called themselves the Blue Moon Brewing Company, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Mhm.
still Coors.
Exactly.
It
They,
just,
they call it the
Colorado or
hand
something.
league of companies, so I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Was Blue Moon originally an independent?
no,
yeah.
no,
was-
I
uh,
believe so.
I think it
for a
was
while.
originally.
Originally called, Blue Moon was originally called Belly Slide Belgian White.
Yeah,
Created by
Coors
Keith
acquired them later in
Villa
life.
Yeah.
at the
Miller
Sandlot
Coors
Brewery.
absorbed them.
hmm
Could you imagine someone buying your brewing company and then just only
Renaming it.
renaming it, but only
And
making the
destroying
one
everything
beer?
else but the
Destroy
Blue Moon.
everything else but the one beer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's funny. We just need this one from the portfolio. Trash it.
Yeah, later, dude.
What about the
Yeah,
other
you
ones?
can't
I bet
keep
that
any
guy-
of your recipes.
I
Screw
bet that
you.
guy got so much money, so it doesn't
Yeah.
fucking matter. He's like,
I'm sure
I don't
he's
give a- I
fine.
don't give a
Yeah.
shit. He's probably created a better beer privately in his basement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We all finished this one quickly, right? This is a pounder, right?
That was
Yeah.
that was
Oh god.
It's
Yeah.
hot, we're thirsty. That's, I think, about.
yeah.
It's cold, it's wet.
So, on the
Let's-
plus side on
there's
this
a
beer,
little-
before we rate it,
Okay.
coriander was pleasant in this one. It wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't-
overpowering.
Like,
Coriander
I
in
barely
beer.
taste it.
Exactly.
Like, it
Yeah,
creates
I
a
really
flavor.
don't like coriander in beer, to be quite honest.
100% agree.
I agree.
This
I
one
agree.
if you didn't tell me it was in there on the label, probably wouldn't have
Dude,
guessed.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
they
I've
don't
been
need to
drinking.
put it on there.
I've been drinking
I
Shock
agree.
Top for a long time. I've had it. I mean, I don't buy it, but I've other friends buy it. I've had it many times.
Find it, you
many
get
times.
it. Yeah.
It wasn't until like the other day when I was looking at this bottle I read it and it said there's coriander in this.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's definitely a well, if you like coriander, maybe it's not a plus, but
Yeah, it might be a negative for Jarrod.
Yeah.
No, it's not a negative, but I was expecting some form of coriander notes in it, but no, I couldn't detect it whatsoever.
They've changed their label like a million times too.
Yeah.
Like this,
It used to be a lot cooler, I
changed
thought.
their. Yeah, it used to be way more edgy and cool. I feel like this is pretty not as cool.
Meh.
But it used to have some
Although
pretty
it
cool.
still reminds me of a kind of early 2000s label.
Right.
Always.
Right.
It kind of seems a little dated.
But anyway,
It's very dated.
any last words on the beer, or we want to rate it?
Give it a
Let's
shot.
get this rating going.
Yeah, let me get flexed up for the rating.
It's
Just
cold,
gonna
it's wet.
sideways.
Yeah, I think we're all about the same on Sideways
Yeah.
Thumb. So 2.5 from the couch.
2.5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a solid
there's not-
beer.
I think that's
Nothing-
a fair.
Yeah, there's nothing like terrible about this beer, and there's nothing like amazing world shattering
Remarkable.
about this beer. Then maybe that's something that to be said for this beer is the fact that like all of us with our different palates,
Mhm.
enjoyed it.
I will throw this out there. With a name like Shock Top, the beer itself is not very shocking.
No, it's very
Maybe back
It's
in
more
the
like
day it was.
jolting.
Maybe back in the day.
Jilting.
But right now, it's just kind
no,
of like
it wasn't.
It's well, fine. Sorry, Nick, Mister. All right, Jarrod. System
What do
Shock.
you
Is that what you're
give this-
picking?
No, I went with the video game I chose to pair with this game is
BioShock?
Infamous First Light.
Oh man,
Ow.
you didn't do any shock.
No, Infamous
Yes,
First Light. Her
guys.
power is electricity.
Yes, it is. I just like BioShock was a good call there, Aaron.
There's a lot of things that are shock, but
But there's no
you know,
sunlight
I
in
thought
BioShock.
of electricity when
Electricity.
shock was
Gotcha.
there. So yeah,
I probably would have gone with
Infamous
the
First
sun.
Light.
Infamous.
All right, Infamous First Light.
I would just went Infamous.
Yeah.
Nick, what are we drinking next week? Or in a couple
Okay.
minutes? What is that?
Moosehead.
Moosehead.
Oh, he was pretending to be a moose.
Mm.
Oh, I thought he was being a
A beer I've
knuckle. I
never
thought he
had
was being a
before.
knucklehead
Canada's oldest independent brewery.
because it's
Anyway,
Yes.
from Canada.
Cool.
Well,
Never had this one.
I've never had it.
Curious
I'm
about
looking
it.
forward to it.
I might
Been
have
around
it.
forever.
I've just had it because I had one for Milkman Drinks a Beer thanks to Nick, and so I have had it. But I won't talk about it now. I will save it for next
we'll
week.
talk about that
No.
soon.
Save it.
Nice.
But yeah, we're the Couch Co-op Show. Please go check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all the places. Really. But you can also go to anchor.fm/the Couch Co-op Show, and on our website you can listen to our videos or our podcast. But you can also there's a message button. You can hit that message button. I'm gonna keep pushing this. I think it's cool if you record a message, and then we'll play it
Right.
live on air. But you know what? Honestly, I actually haven't checked to see if we have any. So. That's probably more my fault. We might have some.
We just might.
Also, I don't know. I guess it's time to go. I'm Ian. That's Jarrod, Nick, Dave, and Aaron. Thanks for joining me here on the couch
Yo.
for Couch Co-op.
Beer excellent with each other.
Drink excellently.
And also notice how quickly it got dark behind
I
Jarrod.
lost you all.
It got dark. Yeah, he's like
Oh, yeah.
floating.
Oh.
Hi, Dave.
Oh, Dave flipped around.
Hi, Dave.
Well, he
There he is.
timed it perfectly. All right, guys.
Dave.
Time to grab another beer.